Hello everyone and welcome to Pendulum Edaily. In this session for vocabulary, we are discussing an article which is from this newspaper, The Hindu. And the article that we've taken for you is a recent article, and this is entirely based on mob lynching. Now, when we talk of mob lynching, now these are two different words. First, we would discuss it separately and we would try to understand what the heading actually gives us the crux, and then we would go ahead with it. Firstly, when I say rule of mob, so when I say mob, see, this is equivalent to crowd. Mob is a noun, all right, and mob is crowd, okay. But the difference between crowd and mob is that when I say aggressive, when I add this word to crowd, all right, then this is mob. So group of people together is a crowd, right? So we all know about it. So crowd attached to this adjective, or I would say that an adjective aggressive, when we attach it to crowd, it is equivalent to mob. So for instance, हम एक example लेते हैं. For example, you guys or any one of you is there waiting for some result to come out. You've been waiting for one day, you were quiet. You're waiting for second day, you all together there out of your college or university waiting together, like a group of people together. That is crowd. But maybe it's 10-15 days and the result is still not out and there's no information given to you about it. So you got aggressive, right? At that moment you started damaging the property of the university or something. At that moment the entire crowd is now turned into a mob. So जब भी हम कहते हैं, for example, हिंदी में you can say the crowd. If I say aggressive and crowd, so that will be उत्तेजित भीड़, राइट. जब आप बहुत ही अग्रेसिव होते हो, एंगर में, गुस्से में, जब भीड़ किसी चीज़ पर हमला कर देती, दैट्स मॉब. सो रूल ऑफ मॉब, व्हाई इट इज सेड, बिकॉज ऑन मॉब लिंचिंग. Lynching is a verb, okay. Here mob lynching means that killing of someone without trial, विदाउट एनी लीगल प्रोसीडिंग. अगर आप किसी को मार देते हैं और वो सज़ा लॉ ने नहीं दी, वो सज़ा इस भीड़ ने दे दी, सो दैट इज़ मॉब लिंचिंग. यू माइट हैव सीन अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल इन अ ग्रुप, दे किल समवन, दे थिंक दैट दिस पर्सन हैज डन समथिंग रॉन्ग, सो they utterly try to give punish, or they punish himself or him or her by their own. So that is mob lynching. So now this is in several states, and let's see what it is stating. It says lynching points to a breakdown of the rule of law in several states. It points to a breakdown. It point to, it's a phrasal verb which means it hints, मतलब इशारा करता है, right? शो कर रहा है, it is telling that it is a breakdown. Breakdown is noun which means कि आप तबाही की बात कर रहे हो, ओके. तबाही की बात करें आप. लॉ जो है, लाइक रूल ऑफ लॉ, यू आर ब्रेकिंग इट, यू आर ब्रीचिंग इट, इट इज़ कम्प्लीटली शन, ओके. आप उसे ख़त्म कर रहे हो, यू आर एंडिंग इट. ब्रेक डाउन मीन्स टू end or to fail, okay. A failure could be a breakdown in several states. The lynching of 3 people, alleged cattle thieves. Alleged here is used as an adjective, and alleged means something that is said to be true without any proof, okay. There is no proof to it, but it is thought that it is true, all right. So alleged cattle thieves माने हुए. So I would just write here माने हुए, या ऐसा कहा गया कि वो cattle thieves हैं. Suspected to be. Suspected here is a verb which means doubted. शक करते या शक करना किसी पर, that is to suspect. So suspected to be Bangladeshi nationals in southern Assam's Karimganj district on July 18 was the second such disturbing incident in recent weeks in the area. On June 1, a 43-year-old Bangladeshi national was lynched in Patni Tea Estate. Now see, this particular man, or 43-year-old Bangladeshi national, he was lynched right there. Like he was killed. He was there to, he was brought to death. where in Patni Tea Estate, situated about 3 kilometers from the India-Bangladesh border. According to reports, the district police are trying to hand over the bodies to the Bangladeshi authorities, irrespective of whether they are thieves or smugglers. Such killings point to a lack of faith in the rule of law. Now they're saying that the cases of lynching like these, there is no proof to something. It was just a suspect, and people lynched him, this particular man, and there are other ways, like irrespective of whether they are thieves, they are smugglers. These killings or this lynching, this mob lynching, is actually what it is doing. It is dropping the faith or the trust that people have in the law or in the legal proceedings. तो जो विश्वास लोगों का जो लॉ में है, जो पुलिस में, या आप कह सकते हो कोर्ट्स में, वो कम हो रहा है, वो गिर रहा है. So that is a lack of faith in the rule of law, leading to a general lawlessness. According to the National Crime Records Bureau of 2017 data, which was released in October 2019, a year behind schedule, Assam has one of the highest crime rates in the country. So it says which country, according to October 19, this was released in October 19, but the crime record was for 2017. So this could be a question, or this could be a part of your current affair question. So you can put it in CA category, okay? So Assam has one of the highest crime rates in the country. The state has 143 registered crimes per lakh of population, but such numbers can often be misleading due to the arbitrariness in the registration of crimes. Now see, this is important to note. They are saying that Assam was stated to be one of the highest crime rates in the country, according to the list that was of the data published in 2017 by National Crime Records Bureau. All right. Secondly, they are also saying but such numbers, whatever numbers that have been registered for crimes, that is 143, this number, this could be misleading. Misleading मतलब ये, it's used as an adjective here, मतलब ये हमें गुमराह कर सकता है. So कुछ भी चीज़ जो आपको डाइवर्ट कर रहा है आपके डेस्टिनेशन से, आपका जो गोल है, so that could be misleading. Something that causes deviation or confusion, okay, that is misleading. So ये जो numbers हैं ये misleading हो सकते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि due to the arbitrariness in the registration of crimes. What happens when it comes to registration of crimes? लोगों की अपनी मर्जी है, अपनी मर्जी से वो crime register करते हैं. This is what arbitrariness means. Arbitrariness is a noun. Remember one thing, and you can note it down, that any word that ends on any double S is a noun. Alright? So I will just clean up the screen and then explain you the meaning of arbitrariness. Okay, so we are talking about this word that is arbitrariness. I said that this is a noun and it means मनमानी करना. So acting as per your whim or your own whim, आप अपनी मर्जी से काम कर रहे हो. So when I say whim, whims and fancies is a phrase which means मन मर्जी. This is a phrase which, or you can say it's an idiom, which means आप कोई भी काम अपनी मर्जी से कर रहे हो. So there is arbitrariness in the registration of crimes, and this is the reason that the number of cases registered could be misleading. They could be right, they could be wrong, but that this cannot be authentic. It cannot be said that it is authentic. Okay. Further, it says the varying standards of prosecution. Prosecution is a noun, and this means legal proceedings or the process or conduction of लीगल प्रोसीडिंग. जैसे हम कहते हैं ना कि जो कानूनी कार्रवाई होती है, टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट. ठीक है. So prosecution of crimes across the country add further challenges to the rule of law. Anecdotal trends suggest a spike in mob lynchings in recent years. Anecdotal trends, like the trend that is like जो कहानियाँ बताई जा रही हैं, right? Something that may or may not be true. So that is what. So anecdotal trends. Now anecdotal, you can see that it's qualifying this noun, so it is definitely acting as an adjective. suggests a spike in mob lynchings. A spike here it is used as noun which means increase. कहते हैं ना बढ़त. So that is an increase in mob lynchings in recent years, often incited by malicious dissemination of false accusations of cow slaughter, kidnapping of children, and theft through social media. Now they're saying that there are different stories that people have made, and these are often incited by, these are often stated by malicious dissemination. Malicious dissemination means harmful spread of information. Now, malicious means harmful. Malicious is an adjective which means harmful. Okay, जिसे आप कहते हो हानिकारक. तो यहाँ पर द न्यूज़ दैट इज स्प्रेडिंग, जो चीज़ फैल रहा है वो क्या है, झूठे इल्ज़ाम लगाए जा रहे हैं, फॉल्स एक्यूजेशंस फॉर cow slaughter. We know that killing of cows, right? बच्चों को किडनैप करना, then there's theft, and this is all happening through social media. So social media is acting as a medium. So dissemination is noun which means spread of information. Okay, there's a wide, when an information or any piece of information spreads widely, that process of spreading widely is dissemination. Okay, and dissemination of false accusation we are talking about. It further says that NCRB did collect data on lynchings in 2017 but did not publish those for reasons best known to it. In 2019, there was also controversy over the usage of the word lynching after RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat termed it as an attempt to defame India. So it says that there was some sort of controversy, okay, some sort of issue. When I say controversy, issue, it's a noun. Controversy over the usage, with the way this word lynching was used, because Mr. Bhagwat stated, this is RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat, he stated that this was mere attempt of defaming India. Defame is a verb which means उसको नाम खराब करना, किसी चीज़ का नाम खराब करना, that is defame. Okay, to harm the image of someone, that is defame. So it further says, while conspiracy theories spread fast on social media, but one cannot overlook the context of polarizing diatribes. One cannot overlook, this is verb which means ignore or avoid. What? The context of polarizing diatribes. Now polarizing is to divide into sections, different parts or different sections. Okay, that is polarizing. Bhang karna, divide karna. Okay, and what is diatribe? Diatribe is a verbal attack. जब आप अपने words को use करके किसी पर एकदम attack कर देते हो, you use your words to actually pose harm to someone mentally, right? That is diatribe. So we cannot, it says we can, but we cannot, let's talk about social media, fine, but there's one thing that we cannot overlook, and that is polarizing diatribes. Okay, often initiated, which is initiated by political leaders. They tend to use it, they tend to use the verbal attack and then divide the people into different parts and different sections. When it comes to related to cow protection, movement of people across the border, and religious issues, so they may use these sentimental or these sensitive points and these sensitive issues, and they are used, I would say they are actually capitalizing the fact by utilizing this particular I would say weapon, that is the diatribe. The victims are invariably from vulnerable groups. People who get easily influenced, they are vulnerable because they are weak. They are people who get easily influenced. Okay, जो आसानी से इन्फ्लुएंस हो जाते हैं उनको हम vulnerable कहते हैं. Adjective है vulnerable, weak, कमज़ोर जिसे आप कहते हो. Okay. Whatever name one calls it by, lynchings are an abomination that must have no place in a democratic society. So when I say lynchings are an abomination, what I mean by abomination here, abomination is noun. An abomination means something that is, that causes, I would say, that causes disgust. Okay, I would clear the screen and write it again. So we are talking about this particular word abomination. It's a noun. It's something that causes disgust. कोई चीज़ जो बहुत भद्दा है, okay, खराब है, that is abomination. So it should have no place in a democratic society as ours. So this is what the author is trying to say. Further, it says lynchings are a uniquely unsettling derailment of governance. Derailment, failure. Here, it's noun. While an act of mob violence is itself a sign of failure of law enforcement, it is committed in an apparent consideration that there can be no legal recourse. So there's nothing that can take it back, okay? In a pathological subversion of principles, when I say subversion, it means, it's a noun which means lessening or weakening the effect of something. So here we're talking about the effect of the principles, the legal principles, the law of order. The police inaction in cases of mob violence is reciprocated by an apparent public sanction of extrajudicial punishments by the police. So this is needed. They're suggesting ways of what can be done. All this body is ill for the country. Mob violence indeed defames the country, and there must be stringent intervention. Stringent is an adjective which means strict. In Hindi you can say कि भाई कठोर एक step उठाना होएगा. Intervention is noun which means interference. दखल अंदाजी करना. अगर आप किसी चीज़ में दखल अंदाजी करते हैं, so that is an intervention. Okay, and ये जो intervention है, this is by the police, and this has to by the police ताकि वो इन सबको they have to bring to an end. The political leadership also has a role to play in questioning the social consent that allows mob violence. So they say that we need social consent, we need agreement of the public, okay, and we have to see what they say is the political leadership also has a role to play in questioning. So these people who come and make an agreement and they further come up with mob violence or mob lynching, so this has to be brought to an end. So this is much needed step the government and the authority have to make. All right. So this was the entire article, and at the end you saw that the paragraph was majorly on the solution or what could be done in response to what has happened in the past, right? So this was given, and we've discussed an idiom that is whims and fancies. I wrote it right here when we were talking about whim. Yeah, I wrote it right here. So whims and fancies, this idiom, and you can use it in your everyday conversation. It's an amazing idiom, and it's an informal one, and you can use it in formal sense as well. When you use it in formal sense, it would just be acting on your whim. Okay, like we've used it right here, that it was right here, right? Arbitrariness, right? So acting as per your whims or your own whim. This is formal way. When you use whims and fancies, that would be informal. So this was the entire article, and the word that we would take for today would be stringent. It's an adjective, alright? It means strict. So you too need to opt stringent ways or stringent methods to come up to crack the coming examination in the coming sets. And this is for the day. The article we discussed approximately 20 to 23. I guess this time there were 25 words, alright? And they included adjectives, there were nouns, there were verbs, there were phrasal verbs, and there were idioms. So practice, make note, the word file is right on the site. You have to go to the site and you have to go on the study material icon. Go download the word file, start practicing these words. All right. Comment below if you have any doubts. You can write to us, and do not forget to subscribe the channel. I will see you soon. Also, keep liking the videos to keep us motivated. Thank you so much.